Welcome to Sunrise, everyone. Thank you for joining us on air and streaming on KARE 11 Plus. Jason Hackett, Alicia Lewis with you.
Cheers. We have the official NBC opening day mugs. So thank you, NBC, for these.
Water tastes so much better out of this
Out of a mug?
Out of this specific mug.
Oh.
Especially when it's on NBC. Let's get out to John in the backyard for a look at our forecast.
I love you too. That's great. It is raining a little bit here in the backyard. Now I just picked up a little thunderstorm possible in Maple Grove, or at least a lightning strike. Our radar just picked it up. So if somebody's watching right now, they're like, yep, what was that? Well, I'm picking up some lightning right now. You can zoom in and see these two little cells. The temperatures are hanging in the 50s, and there's a tiny bit of instability, so it's definitely possible. You can see this is rolling right now through Maple Grove, Andover area, Blaine, Champlin, and Oka, and that's coming into Corcoran. North Branch, it's absolutely pouring. So the metro itself is not getting a ton of rain, but when you look at this here, the heaviest rain is going to be focused just on the north side. But we could see over a half of an inch, actually, in a few of these spots, where areas in the metro might see less than a tenth. So it really depends on where you're at. We'll time it all out for you in my forecast. Coming up.
Good morning. Yeah, John's right. A few minutes ago, I showed you the rain coming down in North Branch. Now this is in Wyoming. Rain coming down here. This is Highway 61. In those areas, you'll definitely need your wipers on. Go a little slower in those areas. Once you drive into the Twin Cities metro, things get a little quieter. The roads are still damp, but not as damp as up there right now with that active rain. I'm seeing a lot of the damp roads, mostly in the north suburbs. Once you get down, especially toward the south metro, things get a little quieter, and even in the east metro. So there are areas that are seeing more rain than others. Just make sure you plan accordingly when you go out. No crashes, though, which is the great news. I'll have an update for you just after 6:15.
All right, we will talk to you then, Cece. Thank you very much. Let's turn to our top story this morning. In just a few hours, senators will vote again on a bill to reopen DHS after a tense day on Capitol Hill.
Lawmakers say they're trying to get a deal done before the busy spring break travel weekend. Our Megan McPherson's live at MSP Airport with how things are looking there this morning. Hey, Megan.
Good morning. Yeah, the impact is becoming more visible by the day, primarily at airports. Here at MSP this morning, we are in Terminal 1. Over the last hour or so, it has certainly been busy here, and the wait time here at the South Security checkpoint did just shoot up. You can see the line extends all the way back here to the escalators where you would normally be coming into this area from the parking garages. The lines at the Delta Agent Assist and bag drop counters are also pretty long this morning. So if I could give you some advice, definitely leave yourself some extra time with all the spring break travel and everything else going on right now if you do have a flight out of here this morning. But TSA officials are also warning that the system, the air travel system, is being pushed to the breaking point, or being pushed to the brink really right now. Right now, there is still no deal to end the DHS shutdown, and negotiations appear to be stalling as well, as both parties continue to point fingers over this funding stalemate. Now, in this committee meeting on Capitol Hill Wednesday, the TSA's top official told lawmakers that more than 480 officers have quit since the shutdown began, and call-out rates are climbing fast. In some locations, nearly half the workforce is missing on any given day, driving what she calls the longest wait times in TSA history. And she warns that if staffing continues to drop, airports could be forced to shut down operations.
We are being forced to consolidate lanes and may have to close smaller airports if we do not have enough officers. It is a fluid, challenging, and unpredictable situation.
Now, the TSA warns that if this shutdown is not resolved by tomorrow, missed paychecks for agents will top $1 billion. So this is certainly a situation that is having now far-reaching impacts. Coming up in the next 30 minutes, I'll also share, I'll walk you through why, the deal that is on the table currently that is being proposed, and also why it is currently stuck. Back to you.
All right, Megan, thanks so much for that update. Appreciate it. Right now, millions of Americans are preparing for this Saturday's No Kings rally. The flagship event is actually happening here in St. Paul.
Another demonstration is happening tonight, though, stretching across the country. Audrey Russo's live from Minneapolis with more. Audrey.
Yeah, this weekend of No Kings events really kicks off tonight during rush hour. So from 4:30 to 6 o'clock, demonstrators are going to be standing on overpasses like this one over Interstate 35, which stretches from Duluth, Minnesota, all the way down to the southern Texas border. So really a coordinated effort that's previewing what's to come on Saturday. Now, local organizers tell us that the rally on Saturday is the flagship rally of all the No Kings events happening across the country. Now, they expect between 80,000 and 100,000 people to attend that main event. There's going to be 3 rallies kind of kicking things off in St. Paul ahead of time, though. They're going to be at Harriet Island, the Western Sculpture Park, and St. Paul College, and then they're all going to march and converge on the Capitol at 2 p.m. for that main program. Now, there have been 3, this will be the 3rd No Kings event in the metro area within the last year, and this is expected to be the largest one.
It makes me so proud of my community, because I think what we realized during all of that and what this march is really supposed to embody is that the power is in the people. The power is in the people.
Now, coming up in about 30 minutes, I'll talk a little bit more about some road closures that are planned for the area and what St. Paul police are going to be doing on Saturday. But for now, I'll send things back to you.
Audrey, thanks for that update. If you are planning on driving by the Whipple Federal Building today, you're going to want to hear this. At noon, Sunrise Movement Twin Cities is holding a traffic jam protest right outside the building. Organizers are asking drivers to drive around slowly with their hazards on to stop ICE agents from leaving or entering the building. They say the protest is an act of mass non-cooperation to show how much power people truly have. We'll take a look at your screen right now. Minneapolis police are searching for this car. We'll get it up here hopefully in a moment. They say it was involved in a deadly hit and run over the weekend. Police say a St. Thomas student was crossing Marshall Street Northeast when she was hit and killed by a speeding car. The vehicle, here it is a gray or silver 4-door sedan with damage to the front and left side and a missing driver side mirror. Anyone with any information is asked to call police.
This morning, 11-year-old Victor Greenewalt is the 2026 Young Hero Award recipient. This is video of him receiving that honor from the Congressional Medal of Honor Society last night. He is recognized for his actions during the deadly school shooting last summer at Annunciation Catholic School. Weston Halsney recalled sitting just seats away from a stained glass window when gunfire erupted. He says his friend Victor saved his life by shielding him from that gunfire. That day, Molly Merkel's 8-year-old son, Fletcher Merkel, was killed in the gunfire. Fletcher had been sitting on the other side of Victor in the pew. She reacted to the honor.
He protected Weston, and we are so incredibly grateful and joyful that so many kids were saved because of the actions of children and adults that were present.
And Victor's family says they are honored he's being recognized, saying he represents the untold stories of the brave actions taken by many children and adults that day. They say they will, quote, continue moving our feet to find ways to keep kids safe.